My name is Michael Vargas, and I am part of the customer success team.
I'm Edwin Kramer, and I'm part of the Michael's team.
Thank you very much for joining us today. As I said, we are so happy to have you here. Well, first of all, let me start with the login screen and the login process. For those who don't know, ShareFile is introducing a new login page, and it is the one that you are seeing right now. This is just a facelift, okay, not a major modification. However, if you would like to know more details about this enhancement, let me tell you that we have an article where you can find more details about it. Let me tell you that this is the article. As you can see, we have the legacy authentication page experience. So if you are if you see this login page, okay, let me tell you that probably soon, okay, you will be migrated to the new login experience. What about if you don't recall what the ShareFile subdomain is? Okay, we have a particular way in order to get this information. So let me tell you that if you access to sharefile.com, if you go to the login button at the upper right corner and click on it, okay, let me tell you that this is the second way to access to ShareFile. If you already know the subdomain, you can put it here, hit enter. Please keep in mind that you just need to use the subdomain, not the .sharefile.com, okay, because probably you will get an error. So just the name or the company name, as I said, the subdomain here. But I was talking about how to get the subdomain if I don't know it, okay? We have an option here that says don't know your account subdomain. So if you don't know it, what you need to do is just click on the button, okay? And after that, what you need to do is type your email address. Okay. And after that, click on the CAPTCHA. Okay. So basically, let me complete this CAPTCHA first. Okay. And after that, what you need to do is click on continue. Okay. Sorry, a typo there. This is the email, the account subdomain confirmation that you are going to get. Let me tell you that the first option, it is the primary subdomain. Okay. So this is the subdomain that you need to use in order to access your account. And well, if you have been added to different subdomains or companies or accounts, probably you will be listed or you will see a couple of subdomains here, okay, saying as my view, okay. In this case, if I click on the ShareFile subdomain, okay, it will redirect me to my ShareFile subdomain or the login screen. Um, it is the login screen as you're able to see here. And after that, you will be able to access using your email and password. Now let me go back to the subdomain here. And let me try to access to my account. It is by clicking on forgot password. So let me show you how to get the password again or how to create a new password. Once you click on forget password, you need to follow the same process. Basically, you need to complete the CAPTCHA and click on the send button. But just to let you know, once you change the password, okay, or once you get the email, basically what you need to do is create a new password. We need to follow some password rules. And after that, once you click on save password, you will be able to access your account using the new password you just created. And well, this is the homepage. So let me tell you that this is the main ShareFile stream, okay? Let me tell you that this screen is customizable. So basically you can move the blocks around as you can see here, okay? And also if you would like to add more blocks here, you can go to the edit dashboard button, okay? And from here, you can activate or deactivate the boxes, okay? In this case, I'm going to show you an example by clicking on favorites or activating this toggle and clicking on save. As you can see, the favorite box was added and I can move it around too. Let me give you a quick tour around this dashboard. Okay, we have circuit. Basically, this is, or we're going to see direct accesses, okay, from the sidebar. Okay, so instead of accessing to, well, to the options that we see on the left panel, we can access or we can trigger one of the actions from here. And also we have recent files, favorites, and we have the tutorials will be updated from time to time. So please stay tuned. And also if you click on helpful links, you will see more information here. We also have a drop down. Well, having said that, let me start talking about folders. Okay, we have personal folders and also we also have share folders. Let me tell you that personal folders is your personal space, basically where you can upload files that you don't want to share. So, for example, if you are working in a project by yourself, you can upload this information here. Please keep in mind that you can upload whatever you want, okay? But please keep this work related because there are ShareFile administrators that can see and have access to all folders in the account. So for example, if you create a folder here, if you go to the plus icon, you can create a folder here. Let me just create a new folder. Let me call it test2. You can add people to this folder and also you can apply templates. For example, if you don't know what a template is, or for example, if you don't know something about this particular feature, you can hover your mouse over, well, you can, yeah, over the mouse, the question mark, and you will see more information about this particular feature. Let me create the folder. And once you create the folder, you can add, for example, documents from here, or we can add people. We have the people tab. I'm going to show you this. However, Edwin is going to emphasize a little bit more later. But let me tell you that basically from here, you can add peoples, you can add employees, you can add clients, and you can apply permissions, okay, to this particular folder, okay, for each person. Now let me talk about share folders. Well, this is the collaboration space where you can share things among multiple users within the organization. And well, since I am here, let me tell you how to share and also request files using ShareFile. Okay. So for example, let me access to the webinar share folder. So from here, I have a couple of documents files here. And for example, if I want to share, okay, those files, just a file or multiple files, what I need to do is click on the checkbox. Okay, first of all, what I'm going to do is show you how to share multiple files. And after that, I'm going to show you a different step. Let me tell you that what you just need to do is select the files, and after that, this ribbon will appear. You need to click on share. And for example, imagine that you missed a couple of files, okay? So you have to add more items. And we can upload information or we can add information from ShareFile and also upload information from the computer itself. So let me show you how to do it from ShareFile. Once you click on ShareFile, it is going to display the folders you have. Okay, we have personal share and favorites. Let me do a demonstration using the personal folder. And I have the webinar folder here. In this case, I would like to upload or use the wallpaper that I have located in personal folders. So I select the wallpaper, and after that, I click on add. And also, well, it's already added, as you can see. And we also have, well, we can also add files from my device. So if I click there, okay, as you can see, it opens, okay, a different window from my computer, and I can select the file that I want. After that, well, it needs to upload the information first, and after that, I can create this bundle. In order to share this with someone else, okay, we have two options here. We have the get a link option, And we also have the send to a specific people option. Let me start with get a link. So if you click there, okay, basically it will create a link, okay, that you can share. You can use it on your email, chat, whenever you need it, okay? You can copy it from here, or you can just go ahead and copy the link from here as well. Now, let me tell you that we have these edit options that is clickable. And from here, basically you can increase or decrease the security of the link. Okay. So for example, we have a couple of permissions that we can give. We can provide or grant view down and download permissions. Well, this option, the edit one, it is grayed out because I am not using, for example, a doc file, but I'm going to show you how to use it later. But in this case, in order to use this particular setting, the person or the person where that I am sending this email to or the file to needs to sign in first, just to let you know. Okay, we can also have a couple of security settings that we can use. So for example, who can access the link? We have a couple of options here. Well, anyone, public and public must enter a name and email. They are less secure. And we also have client and employee after signing, or only employee users after signing in. They are more secure, just to let you know. However, from my perspective, or my recommendation in this case, would be to use at least, okay, the must enter a name and email. This is because if you select anyone public, okay, the notification that probably you will get is anonymous. And if we use the second one, at least you will get the name of the person and also the email who is accessing the link. Okay. Well, we also have the expiration period. We can set an expiration period. In this case, we have a couple of options here. And for example, in this case, I'm going to use after a week. Okay, so after a week, the link will expire. We have a couple of options here. We have always link to the latest version of the file. Basically, this feature allows you to store multiple versions of the file, just to let you know. So that's a good feature. Also, we can add a watermark. It is important because, for example, if you are only giving view permissions, the view permission, and someone wants to take a screenshot, okay, or a photo, okay, you can have this watermark option here available. And well, last but not least, we have notifications. So basically, if you select this option, you will get a notification once the link is accessed. So let me save this link. And well, as I said, basically after that, you can copy the link and share it whenever you need it. Now, let me go back. I'm going to show you a quick, well, the same process, but using this doc file, okay? If you share it, let me skip it. Okay, there you go. We have a couple of options here. Well, specifically allow the people with this link too. As you can see, we have the edit option available. And as I said, it is because you can edit or modify this document online. And for that reason, you have this option. Okay, let me go back and show you the send to a specific people option. We have this particular option that basically has, well, if I click on edit options, let me tell you that we are going to see almost the same settings as the previous option that I just told you, okay? However, if you see here at the bottom, we also have a new setting that we can activate or deactivate. And basically, as we are sending an email, okay, we can get a copy of that email too. So if you want to get a copy of the email, you can basically activate this option. Just click on save. From here, Basically, you can add the people that you want to send the email to. For example, in this case, I'm going to select Edwin, who is my colleague. You can just type the email here, or you can click on the icon as well. So you will see the people that is added in your personal address book, or you can see the people from the shared address book too. So let me click on it, and I can add it to the email as well. You can type your subject. We can create a message as well. Let me just type hello. And well, at the bottom, we have this option that says remember subject and message. Um, let me tell you that this setting allows you to save the subject and body information for multiple uses. Basically, this stores the information in the browser's cache. And for example, if you switch computers or clear cache and cookies, the information will be deleted. So um, we need to know this information in order that you want to access from a different computer, or for example, if you use a different browser. But just to let you know, we have this option available too. Okay, let me click on cancel and let me close this. Now let me share with you the information about how to request a file. Okay, we have two options in order to request a file. Okay, so let me tell you that. Well, I already show you how to use this plus icon from here, and we have the request files option available. However, if you go to the dashboard, okay, from the shortcuts, you can also request files. Okay, you can click on it, and basically it will trigger the same information. Just to let you know, if you want to request a file from someone else, you can specify, okay, the location. So for example, the file box, it's just a temporary space, okay, just to let you know. However, you can change the folder location. For example, I can select this demo folder, and the information that will be uploaded to this folder itself. And well, we also have a couple of options here, similar to share a file or share a document. We have sent to a specific people, and we also have get a link. So if you click there, let me tell you that you will see a link that you can copy. You have the edit options as well, similar to the share link that we saw a couple of minutes ago. You can apply permissions to the link. Okay, we can set an expiration period as well, and we can basically select the option to get or to be notified. Let me cancel this. Let me go back, and well, let me show you the process with sent to a specific people. You can click on edit options, similar to the process that I told you. You can activate or deactivate the permissions that you want. And also it will have an expiration period as well. You have well, as we are sending an email, you need to fill out this information. And after that, if you need it, you can use the remember subject message as well, this if you need it. And well, this is the information from my end. Now let me hand it off to Edwin, who is going to continue with the presentation. Thank you.
Okay, so to start off with signatures, here we're on the main screen, the one that Michael explained before, and we'll move on to this icon here that says signatures. We'll click on that, and we'll start preparing a signature today. Just before we go into that, just let me talk about what we can see here. So here we have a little filter that can help you see signatures are in a certain stage or process. So you could choose to see them in progress, completed, expired, declined, voided, all these you can see here. You also have an admin view that will allow you to see requests of other team members. So this will always be very helpful. This little icon here, I'll come back to this later, but you will see this one come up quite often in ShareFile, and this one is meant to instruct us a little bit about what we're seeing. So if you ever have a doubt about anything you're seeing, just make sure to just hover your mouse over this, and you'll see what's coming up here, and you can definitely use that as a guide. Okay, so let's jump in and create a signature. So we'll go to create signature, and then we'll click on send for signature. This will bring us to the window we have here. Okay, so here we can set up a signing order. Right now, I only have, well, I don't have anyone, so I can't set a signing order, but we'll start adding some people. So I'm going to add a couple of alias for myself. And I'll put in here someone else. Let's make this also myself under a different email. Okay, right next to this, you can see that we have the option to set someone as a signer, but we can also set them up as viewers. So this can be regarded as a CC. We could see it as being a CC. So just letting someone know about what's happening, that they're not going to be signing, right? So here we'll have them both as signers, so we can see what happens later on. When you activate the signing order, you will see how to move these two around, and that will be one of the options you have there. This will be the order I choose, and now we'll choose to upload a file. We'll go to Browse Files. You can click here as well. You can select doing it from ShareFile from your computer, and we can use a template as well. This section will not be going into today, but rather folder templates. So here we'll click on From Computer, and we're going to select, we'll have a document uploaded here that's called an end user agreement. It's actually the same one that is signed at the time of joining ShareFile. So you should have all seen this one already. We'll click on going to the next step. And here we'll see the document. Now, here we have all the scrolling, right? But here at the end, we'll go and add some fields for signing. Okay, now you can see that all these fields that are shown here do have the same color as the alias that I'm using. But if you would switch to someone else, these colors would be changing to make it identifiable for you, to make it easier to see all this. You can add more people as well, and we have many colors, so you'll definitely be seeing that difference for every single person you decide to add. And we're going to drop a few files in. Now you can choose to drag and drop them. So as you can see, you can just drop them here. You could also drop a field for the date, and you could choose, for example, single checkbox and checkbox group. If you have a group, you can also decide to just simply add them from this section rather than adding another group. You can just click on the plus sign. It will add a couple more. We would normally put a text right here next to it just for it to be descriptive, right? Okay, over on this side, just a second. Okay, let me just unselect this. Okay, so over on this side, we'll see the options that we have and where we can edit this. Sorry. So you could here choose to remove it. As you can see, the options aren't the same for if you, for example, have this field, right? So you'll have the option to clear a background, require the field, make it. You must fill this in. If you unselect this, you'll see that they will not have to sign if they didn't want to, right? So we definitely want to enforce that. I clear the background. This will be for if the signature is on top of fields and some words or something. You just make sure to clear that section and the name of the field, right? You can click here to just remove that and just add it again here. Just to continue on our presentation. Okay. Right, we'll click on next. They don't have anything to sign. Yes, okay. So as you can see, it's showing an alert because we didn't add anything for this other alias that we have. So we'll just put one field there. Okay, and we'll go to the next step. Right. So now we have this section. And on personal folders, okay, well, this is the name, right? We can, of course, edit this, just change it to one of our preference if this wasn't what we really meant to, what the name that it came with from the computer. And right here, we can edit where the file is going to be going to after it's signed. So this time, we're going to select it to be here in this map, and we're going to put it under employees. And we'll select that as being our destination. We can even put a note here, say, hey, please sign this soon as possible. Here we can put an expiration date, pretty self-explanatory. It's 30 days. You can add it to be what you want to. We can set up a passcode. So if we want somebody to be entering a passcode before being able to sign this document, we can enable this. But we'll just make it a different one. It's going to be 5 5s. And we'll move on, right, to the next step. All right. So here at the end, just go ahead and sign this quickly. Oh, well, this one is assigned to me. And all right, this is going to be all good. Okay, it's assigned to someone else. Okay, perfect. Right, and this is how it will be finished off, right? So let's just go ahead and we can, well, in this case, we could download it. Here, have an original PDF downloaded from it. That's an option we have. And the sequencing was applied. Okay, so now I should have received an email. Just give me a second to open up that email for you, just to show that and showcase how it looks. Okay, I have it here. Okay, just a moment, and I'll bring it on the screen. Okay, so once it's done, this is the email that the other person will get, right? So we can review and sign this document. Once we click here, it will send us to this page. And here, well, we'll have the option to enter the PIN we requested to be added, right? It's going to be, again, 5 5s. Go ahead and unlock this. And here we have our document for it to be signed. Right. Now we could decide to scroll all the way to the end. A little bit of a tedious work when it's a huge document like this one. But we can also say that we're going to just click on this little flag, the red flag. It'll bring us all the way to where we need to sign. Here is it. Click and apply that. That will be done. And we'll click on submit signature. You could also just save it for if there are more fields, such as the little checkboxes that we were adding. You could just save that and decide to fill that in at a later time. Here we'll put submit signature. We'll also send the document back to us where we'll be able to, well, right now only one person has signed it, but once all users have signed, we should be able to see here all the way below, we should be seeing the certificate of the signature. Let's move on with folder access. Okay, so with folders, we're going to create one just to see how we can put or give someone the access when it's been created and how it looks given them access after it has been created. So here in shared folders, we're going to this root folder and we're just going to create a new one. Okay, so again, just going down slow, it's folders, shared folders, click on the plus sign, we'll create a folder, put a name to it, we'll call it mountain time. Few details, sunny and warm. Here we can choose to add people to the folder straight away. So when we click on yes, I will be prompted a few options later on. And here we can choose to use or not use a folder template, which we'll see in a minute. We'll create a folder. And here we can select the users. So I, for example, I should have here, should have one of my colleagues. Let's call Carlos. Okay, and we'll have him here in the system. Here you can decide which permissions you will have in this section. They can be emailed when a file is uploaded here because they'll be part of the folder. If you haven't added someone in, you can add them by clicking on this plus sign. Okay. And if you didn't want to, if you just rather see whoever needs to be on the folder, you could choose here and you would see a list of the people that you have and you can choose them from here to just go ahead and add them to the folder. Okay, so now we have these people to the folder. We'll add them and we'll have our new folder. Say that later on you needed to add someone else, you didn't get a chance or you didn't just think about it at the time, you can just click on people here and here you have everyone. So from this section, you can also add people to the folder and you'll be brought to the same window. This is also where you'll get to see a list of the people that are in the folder. So quite good just to make sure that everyone has access and the people that don't have access don't have access. So the next thing on my agenda that I want to show is adding user clients. Okay, so for that, we'll go down here and we'll click on people. From people, we'll click on browse clients. We go to add clients. When we're here, we're going to go ahead and select the option. We'll put in Helga. We'll say Christensen. Okay, and then Helga.Christensen at sharefile.com. Okay, company will be ShareFile. Here you can also assign a couple of folders, add to distribution group, and so forth. So we're going to create and continue. We haven't assigned any folders, but we did see how we can assign them after we add them as well, right? So we're continuing anyway. You can put a little message. We'll leave it as is. And we'll, we can also click on notify and click on send me a copy of this email. Say Helga just came back from vacations and she's got to sign something new, right? You may want to get a copy of that so you're sure that she is sure she received everything. You could choose that option. You can leave it out, something you can do. For today, we'll just skip it. Won't you bother Helga today? And there you go. You have a new client added to your ShareFile instance. Next thing I want to talk about is file templates. So as we saw a couple of minutes ago, we can just add people to, add folders, individually. So we can decide we're going to add a new one, we can rename it and call it old folder, and that's it. I'll save it, no problem. But sometimes, just to give everyone an example of how this could be used, folder templates, it's a preset structure of folders that will be reutilized as time goes. So an example of this would be, for example, a construction company. You'll set up a folder structure, which we're going to see. And this folder structure will ensure that the same structure is always utilized whenever a folder is created. So that can help you replicate success and just diminish wasted time as you go on, right? So we'll click on settings for that. We'll click on admin settings and we'll click on advanced preferences. Now we're here on folder templates. Okay, I created one myself, but today we're going to just make a new one to showcase how it works. So this folder template will be called construction wise. Okay, we'll create this. Right, we have one parent folder. So we can compare this to, for example, a parent, child, grandchildren structure within Excel, for example. So we could say here, we're going to add a folder. This folder will be a child of this parent, and this one we'll call the roof, right? We can add another folder, and this one we'll call the basement. And we can just add another folder, and we'll call it walls. Once we click on one of the children here, and we click on add a folder again, this will bring up grandchildren. So here in this folder, for example, we can say site wall, and so forth, right? We could just create more if we want to, but we'll just leave it as this. Okay, so from this point on, we'll click on finish. And now we have a folder template here. If we would go back to the folder section and we want to create a new folder here, create folder, just the same process we went through before, you will see this, right? Which we explained, do not use a folder template or use it. So in this case, we're going to choose use a folder template just to showcase how that works. And you'll get the option to select one here. We'll select construction wise and, well, name, of course, of the folder, construction details, construction for Mr. Homer. Right. Create folder. And as you can see, this was created with the structure. This also means that if you want to edit this and change the name, walls of the side, that's not going to be possible. It'll throw an error message because this is linked to structure. If you want to delete this structure from the folder creation, you will have to edit the folder's options, and you would have to select remove template association. Once you remove that, you accept that, you save it, you'll see that you can now change this to walls of the side and click on save. And now it changed. Okay, so that's going to be a bit about folder templates and how to use it. Hopefully you found some good use to this. And the last subject I want to talk about in today's webinar is resources. Now, just to start with this, these are instances for Windows. So you can have this installed, you can have ShareFile for Windows to create a link between ShareFile and the files in your computer, which you can access locally. A very good one to have. You can have the same option for Mac. You can have it for your mobile device. And last but not least, Microsoft Office Online integration. This is great. This is a plugin so that you can always use it. So for example, on Outlook, right, we have this option for Outlook so that you can just convert your attachments to a ShareFile link in case they're larger than X amount of megabytes. Those were the subjects I had for today. Thanks again. I do appreciate the time.
And yeah, from my end, I appreciate your participation and hope you found this session informative and valuable as well. And well, looking forward to seeing you at future events as well. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.